Hi, I'm Joanne Carey. Welcome back to my channel. And today the guides speak to how we are creating the world around us, the manifest world. And it all started by me being curious about an image that I had received on my way home one day around a decaying building. And what I got clearly from it is that no one's energy is focusing on it anymore, so it's going back to nature. And so I asked them if they could talk a little bit more about that idea. And they brought through a lot more than that, including a transmission to support you in embodying more of your divine self to support the creation of a new world. So enjoy their message. We are here and we are pleased to be sharing with you on this day as our channel allows for the transmission to come clearly through her to support her inquiry as to an image we had provided to her. She wanted to have more information on how your consciousness is holding together the reality that you see outpictured. Some call an illusion, perhaps a holographic image. The image that we provided to her was of a decaying building going back into the earth. And what came forth, and we will share more, is the idea that as with any creation, the creation is only held as long as the creators are having their energy focused onto the creation. So in the example of the decaying building, you may have first seen it as a thought in someone's eye. They thought, oh, wouldn't it be beautiful to build a building here? And then they went about and they gathered a group of people to come, and all of the intentions and desires to have a building located in this particular spot came together. And with every focus of their intention and every action then taken, there formed a building into form. Now, that building continues to be held in form, maintained in form through the actions of those and those who then agree to it until it is no longer desired or wanted. In some cases, this means that a building is demolished and something else replaced in it. And in some cases, perhaps funding has run out, or perhaps some change has happened in someone's life and they no longer are holding that desire for that building. So in the case of the image that we showed our channel, it was a partially constructed building, like some that she has seen around her area. And in this case, someone's intention and attention and focus and energy built in the etheric was to build a building. And then through circumstances, they withdrew their desire to have the building. They withdrew their energy from that construction. And all of those who had been gathered in order to build that construction were no longer in case being paid. They too turned their attention away from it. So now there is this partially constructed building that now is not being held with intention, and so it is then returned to the source of its being. And in that case, the earth itself begins to take over, the vines begin to cover, the weather begins to decay, to wear, and to dissolve it back into the particles of energy that it is in truth. Now, this is just one example, but this is how you are creating in every moment of every day. Do you understand? All of the ideas you have are formed first through your thought, through the idea. And as you hold your focus and as you perhaps call others into focus, it moves from the etheric realm into further and further density until it begins to reflect itself in your material world. And then as you continue to hold the intention and as you continue to direct your action towards it, those creations are built and experienced in your reality. Maybe it is you planning a trip to another country or for your vacation. You have the idea, and then as you take action towards it, that is materialized. And then when you are completed, you turn your mind away from it. And those things that no longer have focus dissolve away. Now, as a collective, humanity, you are holding on a much grander scale than the example of a building being constructed. You see around you many forms, cities, countries, homes. And as long as people are in agreement to those forms, they continue to have energy focused at them, and they continue to be held in the physical dimension. But when the energies are withdrawn, when there is no longer a need or desire to have these in physical form, they will be returned in one form or another to the sheer energy and potential that gathered before it. And so when you see that things change over time, buildings come and go, you think of it as very practical, as very physical, that that building was demolished, that that thing is no longer here, that that civilization has left, and this is all that is left. But do you see that even when civilizations have left, you see the ruins, and many go to those ruins. They take trips to go to, say, Machu Picchu, or to Stonehenge, or to the pyramids, for instance. In each of those cases, although the culture that created them is long gone, humanity has kept them alive through their attention and focus. This is the world that you are in. This is how powerful you are, both individually and collectively. That when you choose as a collective to move away from an idea, a concept, for instance, let's say the idea of horse and carriage as your primary mode of transportation, that gently dissolves. You no longer see it manifested in your outward reality as the primary mode. It moves to, say, a car. As you turn your focus to possibility, as something is done, more people turn their focus to it, and it makes it more available. For instance, air travel as an example. A couple of people bring forth the ability to fly. That turns the larger collective energies towards the possibility of flight as a mode of transportation. More energy is directed into it through thought and desire. Designs are created in the energy, and next thing you know, you are gallivanting about the world on planes, and then planes evolve into larger and larger forms of travel, quicker forms of travel. But it is all based on your desire and the focused energy that you hold to maintain it in the physical form. Now you might wonder why this is important. Why do we share about this right now? Why is this important to you? You are going through a major shift in consciousness. You are evolving as a species. Things that you see around you will be transformed, will be made new. Things will collapse. And why will they collapse? Or why will they no longer be, say, 50, 75 years from now? Because new decisions will be made through the thoughts and desires of the human collective to no longer support certain behaviors, certain ways of being. For instance, war is on its way out. You may think that that's a crazy idea, for warring is very present in your consciousness right now. But humanity has decided to move away from it. Slowly but surely, through your conscious intention, through your unconsciousness, little by little, as new beings come on this planet who will not agree to war, as you who are the way showers and leaders of light are not focusing your intention on war, yet focusing it on peace, on love, on knowing yourself as one with your brothers and sisters of humanity, one with the earth and all of its creations, you move your focus to create something new. And you have the opportunity, dear, powerful creator being, to do this consciously now. More of you can choose to do this now. And this is why your thoughts, where you place your focus in every now moment of every day, is so important. Because you are creating it, whether you know it or not, through where you're placing your intention. Are you holding war in your existence? Are you holding war through watching it on your television sets? As you continue to focus on it, you are directing your creative energies to maintaining it on your planet. And we are not saying to pretend that it's not happening. But we are saying that as long as people are spending their time focusing their energies on things you do not want, they will continue to be outpictured in the manifest world around you. The times are changing. Like we said, there are new generations coming in who will not hold war, the fear in their systems any longer. They will not tolerate what has been tolerated for thousands of years. They will be making a major shift. But you, as the ones who are laying the foundational path for this transformation to a new world, you have the choice now. Where you place your focus, where you place your thoughts, what you allow yourself to consume. Because as more and more of you say no to this, as you release the warring within yourselves individually, those things that are detrimental will dissolve. And the earth herself is very capable of replenishing and rebuilding herself. She is not going anywhere. But she is lifting. And as she does, the things that are not in resonance with the higher vibrational field will be seen. And it is in the seeing of it that you have a choice to make. Where are you placing your creative focus? Are you creating the new through your thoughts? Or are you replicating the old through the fear structures that you have known before? We ask and invite you to pull in, to align more fully with your divine self through your intention and your focus. Invite in more of your divine essence into your beingness. Feel it now as you direct your focus to the vaster aspect of you who already knows peace, who already knows itself in unity as one, who already knows itself as one with Source. Invite more of that into your body, letting your body know that it is safe to do so. And as we hold this space with you, with your divine teams, invite your divine self more fully into your form to work more in tandem and aligned with your divine nature, allowing you to see with new eyes the possibilities that come, and allowing yourself to be aware of where you create from the past through expectation, where you continue to feed into the energy of the creations that you say you no longer want. You are being guided and supported by many, but it takes your conscious choice to move forward. Where you place your focus is indeed what you are in resonance with and what you are creating in the experience around you, in the world around you. You are such powerful, vast creator beings. You have the power. And so do not give your power away to say that you cannot change, because you are in control of where you place your intention and your attention. Choose the highest and ask for your divine essence, your true self, to guide the way in a way that you will know. I am in my knowing. I am in my knowing. I am in my knowing. And allow yourself to be received by your divine self to work more fully through you in the perfect ways, in the perfect amounts, over the linear time that you will experience more and more of you inside of you each day, to support the creation, the birth, and the maintenance, stabilization of a world made new. We send you great blessings on this day. Receive the light that is this transmission. Allow it to work with your divine self and your physical nature. It is working in energy. It is always here. And as you continue to say yes to it, it will continue to work at a cellular level within your beingness to support you in working and embodying your divine nature to support yourself and a world made new. Blessings to you each on this day. It has been a pleasure to connect. If you like that message and transmission from my team, please like it, share it, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on other messages just for you.